What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Twisted Life of TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review. This one is of House of the Dragon, Season 3, Episode 2, Queen's Landing. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I thought I put this video up already. I attempted to load it yesterday, and I just walked away. I did not realize that the file was corrupted, so this is my second time recording this. And forgive me if my energy ain't what it used to be in an original flow. So we're going to just hop right into it. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, all those good things that YouTubers tell you to do. If you're able to hype up a video this week, make sure that this is one of the ones that you hype. Helps us move on up in the algorithm, gets people over the channel. And yeah, just build community around here. I appreciate it. So I'm already starting this episode off in a ball of confusion. And here's why. They showed Jace's body floating on the water. I told you he was supposed to be dead. Then they showed a long-haired person. I knew that long-haired person was not Corlys because he didn't have locks. It was just like thin strands of hair, okay? We see fire burning above, indicating that the dragons are still flying around. And then we get to pan upwards, and there's 3 dragons. Where did the 3rd dragon come from? Vermex went down with Jace in the water. He was pulled down by his chest with the little scorpion thing, the gauntlet, pulled down under the water with Jace. Where did the 3rd dragon come from? Vermex was not loosed. Where's the 3rd dragon come from? We go up in the air. We see Moon Dancer. He's still carrying Baela, who don't seem to be fighting any longer. Then we see Sheep Stealer. Sheep Stealer still flying through, flying low, setting shit on fire. So who was the 3rd dragon? Y'all help me understand. Did I miss Vermex getting up out the water? If I did, y'all let me know in the comment section. Okay, so they pull Jace's body out of the water and they bring him to Rhaenyra. The battle is supposedly won according to Baela, and Rhaenyra was let out of her room. She sees Jace's body laying there. She's like, oh no, what you do? Jace, what did you do? You know how we as black folks do. We go to a funeral and we talk to the casket. Yeah, that's what Rhaenyra is doing right now. She's talking to her son like he is alive. Like, boy, get up. Okay, get up. Stop playing with me right now. Okay. Lord Bartimos, he rushes into her side. Or was that Bartimos? No, that wasn't Bartimos. That was Lauren. That was Sir Lauren. He rushes into her side and try to console her. And she's like, how fucking dare you touch me? How very, very dare you touch me? Okay? He's a fucking traitor in her eyes. You locked me up in my doggone room, prevented me from going out in the battle, and then my son came back dead. How fucking dare you touch me? So he drops to his knees. Let me move my light out the way because it's getting on my nerves. Hold on. Bam! Okay. He drops to his knees and he starts to surrender his sword to her. I have failed you, my queen. I failed you, okay? And she's like, what the fuck is that supposed to do? Okay, your apology don't bring back my son at all. I be feeling the same way when I be looking at when people get killed out here, they get killed by the police or they whatever, and then the other person come out and apologize. I want to give an apology. Fuck your apology. That does not do anything for me. It doesn't bring back my son, okay? And she like, I don't know y'all, but that ain't gonna do nothing for me. You a fucking traitor, okay? As emotional as Rhaenyra got in this scene, it did not bring me to tears one iota. It didn't make me feel anything in my spirit. This was an unemotional death for me. One, because I really ain't got to know Jace well. They didn't build Jace up as a character like they have done Aemond and Aegon. We haven't really had a build with him for me to even give a fuck, for real. We know that Rhaenyra loved him. Of course she did. It's her son. But I didn't really, like when her other son died, I didn't think nothing about that either. They have not developed his character enough for me to really give a fuck. So I did not shed a tear. Now, who I was still worried about was Corlys. That's what I was still worried about. Because Baela said that the battle was won. And we go out to sea, and they still out there fighting. I thought the battle was won. They fighting all the way up onto the beachfront. Bodies is dropping left and right. Rhaenyra's men still seem to have the upper hand, though, at least on that beachfront. As far as Corlys go, we still ain't got no damn body. We still ain't got nobody. And I keep calling him Aelin. His name is Alan. I'm surprised y'all didn't correct me down in the comment section. But I'm going to still call him Aelin because that's what naturally comes on my tongue correctly. No, Alan. Alan was out there. He was in a boat, had a crew of men out there rowing out there, just searching for him, and ain't seeing no sign of him at all. Now, somehow, Rhaenyra, her and Sheep Stealer, they done left the scene. I don't know how she got Sheep Stealer to leave. Because like I said, he was still out there burning up ships. Okay, I'm surprised that he didn't come in and attack the whole fucking island, as far as I'm concerned. But she got Sheep Stealer back over to the Vale, and she trying to come up in there, and she gets stopped on the path. Lady Erin comes down to meet her. It's like, what the fuck are you doing here? Okay, well, Rhaenyra wants asylum, and she wants Lady Erin to protect her, and she like, oh hell no, that's not gonna happen right here. You were supposed to be on a boat to Pintos any motherfucking way. You ran away from my help already once, and now you back her on my doorstep bringing trouble with you? Okay, the prince is dead because of you. How you know that? How you know that? But she told her, if you don't get the hell on. Rhaenyra, I don't know what's with this character, the girl that's playing Rhaenyra. I don't like her. She looked like she always fucking crying. Even when the scene doesn't count, that doesn't require that emotion, that particular emotion to be distributed. But she or like she got to sneeze all the fucking time. Something about her. I'm not. Is she new? Is she like a real popular actress over in the UK? Because she seems very green, and I'm not keen on her green at this particular time. But anywho, Lady Erin tells her the queen will be hunting you. Why would the queen hunt you? Lady Erin was not at the battle. How does she know that Rhaenyra was responsible for killing Jace? How would you know this, right? Okay, because the next conversation just didn't make no sense for me. Rhaenyra said nobody saw me. If nobody saw her, then why does Lady Erin already have this perception? Somebody had to see you. Why do you think you need asylum if nobody saw you? Okay, I know that your sister saw you. We know Jay saw you, but Jay's dead. Okay, but I could sworn that Baela saw her and she was like, twin, where have you been? Nobody knows me like you. They supposed to be twins, right? You can't tell that they twins, but they supposed to be twins. Anywho, Rhaenyra is like, nah, I'm not taking no for an answer. I thought you said you wanted protection. You wanted a dragon, right? Well, here it is. Here I got one. You said the queen did you wrong. Oh, I got a dragon here to protect you. All I need for you is to keep me in the dark. You know, shield me from other people knowing that I'm here. Okay, I'm offering you the protection. Sheep still already know this land. Why the fuck not? All I need from you is cover. Okay, she said, well, fine. I'll give you cover. This is a big ass country. You know, the Vale is big. Plus, I can't make a dragon go where he don't want to go. So yeah. All right, cool. You can stay here, live out your little fucking ass days here at the Vale, undetected seemingly. But why are you hiding if nobody saw you? So anyway, we go over there where Daemon, Tully, and the Wolves, they all celebrating their wins too. They have the lion's head and the Lannister twin head on the spike. As they singing, they dancing around it. You know, okay. Shout out to Supreme Coven 2866 for letting me know that was the Lannister twin head that they had talked, because I thought it was Otto Hightower. Because remember, we didn't know what happened to Otto, okay? And matter of fact, while I'm giving shout out to Megumi 10 Shadows for confirming that Ormond is Alicent's cousin, who's now the head of the Hightowers, which always confused me because Gawain is a Hightower, and if his father died, then Gawain should have been the next one. But okay, they gave it to Ormond. And Charlotte Merrick, shout out to her for saying exactly what I thought. The quartermaster didn't do anything specific for Aemond to consider him to be a traitor. Okay, he was just sleeping while black. Aemond came in there, woke him up, was finna take his head off. Anyway, we know that he is shiesty dude, but Aemond didn't know all that. And while I'm giving shout outs, I might as well go ahead and give a shout out to our winner from last week, Beautifully T 9444, for answering the trivia question. Who sang Kiss me on my neck and breathe on my neck. The answer was Erica Badu. So shout out to her. Shout out to her. We had a rare stuffed dragon. Okay. You can only get stuffed dragons in Westeros. Right. They sent it straight to us in the emoji vault. Now she got her one. Well, while they're out there tossing it up, Sir Strong comes and brings them good tidings. Now remember, Sir Strong is the one that's, I think he's Larys's father, but he's over there over in Harrenhall. Okay. So he comes to bring them good tidings and share some news with them. First, he gives them all the wine that they could drink, and secondly, the message from the queen. Now, again, they was able to get this message from the queen over to Harrenhall real quick. Like, why the queen still don't know that Aegon was captured? That don't make no sense to me. But anyway, Sir Tully was ear hustling, like he's supposed to. And he like, what's really going on? What's the tea? Well, Daemon tell him the prince is dead. Jace. And now I have been summoned to go take the Iron Throne from King's Landing. So we got to change the plans here, y'all. I'm going to send y'all south. Y'all going to march on, march strong. Because this is where Aemond's supposed to have been going anyway. And let me go. Let me go and seize this seat. Okay, y'all going to do it big up for the queen. And then we're going to fly dragons ahead so y'all can know that the deed is done. Okay. So before he leaves, he goes to meet with the witch. And she like, look, her, the queen owe me. If it wasn't for me, 40,000 river men would have never been in her call. And she said, I want Harrenhall as my reward. He was like, girl, you don't deserve no Harrenhall. You ain't royalty. You ain't married to none. Maybe it's something we can give you, but it ain't going to be that, right? And then I was like, wait a minute. What happened to Adam, Oath, and Hugh? She met up with them, and told them to go join the fight at Dragonstone. They didn't show up at Dragonstone. You didn't see them out there fighting along with Jason, Baela, and Sheepstealer? Because there would have been 6 dragons fighting there. Where the fuck did they go? Okay, we know doggone well them dragons fly faster than the horses and the ships were traveling. They should have beat Rhaenyra to the fight, to be honest. Well, Alan, he still searches for Corlys's body. He going amongst the dead flies and the dead bodies and everything. Then all of a sudden Baela shows up. Now she tells him, look, many people have said that my granddaddy was dead before, but they were wrong. So together we gonna find him. Now Baela was just at the castle. Why is she the only one I heard on this search party for Corlys? Rhaenyra didn't send nobody to help her search for her grandfather. You done took this man, your uncle, matter of fact, Rhaenyra, your uncle, his whole fucking fleet. He was in charge. He was the lord of the high tides. And you ain't going to search for him at all? You done send Baela, a 13-year-old? How old Baela's supposed to be right now? I think 16, 17. You done send her to go search? So she out there, she meet up with Alan, and we learned from her that she already know that Alan is Corlys' son. Okay. And now the way they was looking at each other, I was like, Lord, please don't make these two romantically entwined. Please don't do that. She tell them together we gonna find him, okay? Anyway, we finally see Adam. He's not with Oath. He's not with Hugh. He's by himself. He is flying over the seas on sea smoke, searching for Corlys too. Okay. And if they kill Corlys right now, this is gonna be a drastic change from the storyline. So I'm like, what they trying to do? What they trying to do? But as Adam is flying above, I noticed Corlys in the water. And then Adam notices too, when he go back a little bit, seeing him floating among the dead bodies, the waves crash over Corlys' face, and he took that deep breath. I said, he ain't dead, y'all. The sea snake lives on, okay? And they got all of them down on the beach, and they looking up at high tide, smoke just pillowing ahead, and you just see this beautiful black family. Corlys, his 2 sons, and his granddaughter all right there. Just togetherness. Nobody else from Rhaenyra's team is out there helping them search. Even the men that Adam had rowing the boat, they done gone on with some doggone work. Alan had rowing the boat. They gone on with some doggone work. It was just them 4 just sitting there, just looking like gods. Wonder what's next for them. Because they're going to have to rebuild High Tide. There's nothing left. Okay. Lowheart burnt that bitch down. Okay. Anyway, he talking to Alan, and he telling him how he appreciate, him for being there for him, and he ain't got nothing to give him. Only thing he can't give him is his name. And I guess Adam already got his name. So now he is he a Valerian? Corlys Valerian? But they are two Targaryens. They are that. Okay. So anyway, we finally see Larys and Aegon again. Again, Rhaenyra still don't know that they've been captured. But the Triarchy, for some reason, attacked the stagecoach. Now, this is what's weird to me. The stagecoach that they attacked is the same one that Larys and Aegon was in before. They were discovered by Rhaenyra's men. So how did the Triarchy know that Rhaenyra's men was the one who had this stagecoach? See, things ain't adding up this particular episode for me. Okay. But anyway, they attacked this stagecoach. All the ravens in there, they transporting the ravens and what have you, keeping the people inside undercover, and it was just them two. And so the Triarchy, they appear fighting against the stagecoach. The fight gets taken away from the coach. Aegon had popped his ass out, right? And that was before everybody moved away. He popped his ass out, and they told him to get your ass back in there. So they put this little scary ass dude on guard. Like, hey, watch them, make sure he in there. Now he like trying to watch his own back and watch the door at the same time instead of securing the fucking prisoners. Aegon done jumped his ass out. He's supposed to be weak and feeble and all in pain and shit. He jumped his ass out and go like, stabbing the shit out of this dude. He had the strength to do that, okay? So they said they finna go off to the Red Keep or the Red Cape, the Red Hook. They was going to Red Hook because that's where Cole and his men were at. They was just sitting there chilling, right? So Larys is like, no, it's gonna be a long, hard journey to get over there to them. I don't think that's a smart idea. He's like, look here, that's where we going. So they went against Larys's better judgment. Now, back, do we see them anymore? Again, we don't see them anymore. Well, back at King's Landing, Alicent, she goes into the bathhouse of the Gold Cloaks and finds Commander Largent. Aemond, we see him flying off into the distance, going to meet Cole or going to Harrenhall, and that leaves, I thought, Alicent in charge. But no, Helena is now considered to be the queen, and she's in charge. We go into this bathhouse. I wasn't gonna comment on the naked man with the uncircumcised dick that they just had to show us. Bro was standing there like, I'm a grower, not a shower. Like, why are we seeing this? I don't need to see it. Alicent tells Largent that Helena is now in charge, and all she wants to do is bring peace. So she's gonna allow Rhaenyra to come in and take the throne, and she needed to know where his loyalties lie. And I was thinking, now, why would he do that? Most soldiers, especially the fucking gold cloaks, they're bred to die. That's their whole purpose in life. Fight for the throne to die. So we're going to see what decision he makes. Daemon walks in the Dragonstone, and Oath and Hugh are just sitting there breaking bread. He like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay. We just got back from the gullet. Y'all went down at the gullet. But okay. Daemon asks again, what are you doing here specifically? Because I know Rhaenyra told y'all last to go attack Daemon. Aemond. I'm Daemon. And Vagar. And he's like, yeah, well, he never showed up. We can't attack what we don't see. He said, y'all was only out there for 2 days. I'm like, that was 2 days? That was it? All this been going on only been 2 fucking days? Come on, son. All this has been 2 days. Alicent was able to make it back and forth that quick. He said it's been 2 fucking days and y'all decided to leave y'all post. I don't remember the queen giving y'all permission to make decisions. Okay. And then they're going to throw Adam on the bus. Well, Adam was there too. Really? Fuck y'all. Okay. Because Adam out there looking for his goddamn daddy without y'all help. 3 musketeers, bitch asses. But yeah, okay. He said, I don't give a fuck about Adam. I'm talking to you right now. Well, Off was like, look here, bro. Like, we cool. He thought he was on that level. There was things out there that went bump in the night. Daemon said, bam, bump this. Well, actually, he didn't. He baby powder back, slapped his ass. Right in the mouth. Baby, bump that, okay? Quit bumping your gums. Y'all fuck up gonna cost us lives and shit. You say, well, the witch told us news of the battle, But you want us to go back though? Daemon just like shrugged him off and walked on. So he forced on to go see Rhaenyra in the chambers, but was stopped by the white woman. Y'all know I told y'all before, this is a character I can't stand. I don't like her at all. I just realized the fact that why do they call her the white woman? Because she ain't even white. She like spicy white. She like Mediterranean or something. What maybe? Anywho, who told him? She said she don't want to see you. Okay. He like, who the fuck are you? When I left her, you was a prisoner. Somehow you done conned your way up into the position of power. I see you for the slippery snake that you are. And I see her too, Daemon. I see her too. She tried to hold check him though. She was like, don't be mad at me because she trusts me and don't trust you. Okay. You wouldn't want her licking her down. I was giving her all my love. What was you giving her? A headache. That's what you was doing. Okay. Daemon tell her, look her, you better act like you know who the fuck I am. Okay. So while they have their little verbal spat, somebody comes in to tell Daemon they spotted Vhagar. He was leaving King's Landing and heading towards the Riverlands. And Daemon said, okay, fine, I'm going to go. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, Daemon, you supposed to be going to get the Iron Throne. What the hell? Don't nobody listen? What's going on? So Rickard, I can't stand him, comes in and tell Alicent, tensions are high around her, and I beg of you to stick by me. Okay. And she like, I need to see Sir Lauren. Okay. She goes off to go find him. In the meantime, she wants Rickard to secure the small council. Now, Daemon, he finally goes into the chambers and Rhaenyra's in her nightgown sulking. Like, I get it, girl, but we in the middle of a motherfucking war. Buckle up, Buttercup. That's how I'm feeling right now. You got shit to do. Get the fuck up. Okay. And she like, no, I don't want to talk about it. Oh, but you don't talk about this. Vhagar has left King's Landing. So she's like, you know what? I don't even care. Both my sons are dead. Like I said, I completely understand, but bitch, you're supposed to be trying to be queen. I did all this just so I could sit on the throne. A whole lot of people done died so you could sit on that fucking throne. Your sons wasn't special? Shit. Well, Daemon basically tell her, get the fuck together. Come on now, be a queen, girl. Shit. Speaking of queen, Alicent, she back there packing up, trying to leave, because remember her and Helena's supposed to be escaping. And then Sir Lauren Ironrod comes in like, well, what do we have here? Shut the door behind him, and I'm like, here we go with the bullshit. Here we go with George R. Martin's bullshit. He liked to rape women. I think this shit is funny. I don't know why he always continuously write this in the fucking scripts and shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with men? They always gotta feel like raping a woman makes them feel more powerful and shit. And I was hoping I was wrong, but nope. She had sent her bodyguard away, Rickard, okay, who apparently gave Lauren the message that the queen was out doing stuff she wasn't supposed to be doing. And now she here alone. And this creep who jealous because she chose to fuck Cole now think that he entitled to get some. Now, Alicent was fighting back though, but she picked up a stone, popped him in the dome, scratched him in the face, kicked him in the nuts, yelled. She did all of the things and burst in. The quartermaster came in with 3 guards in tow. And I'm like, but why are the guards just standing there? It behooves me. I tried to tell the Grand Master, well, I'm glad that you're here. We seem to have a traitor among us. Seize the fucking queen. He was like, what? He said, yeah, ask her what she been doing for the past hour. She been gone for 2 fucking days, child. Quartermaster, like, I don't know what she been doing. Okay, but I know what you are doing right fucking now. He orders the guards to arrest Ironrod because how very fucking dare you touch the mother of the king? How fucking dare you? Apparently, like I say, 3 guards was standing there looking like the Duts. They grab up Ironrod and he like, hold up, I'm the master of laws. She committed treason. Her own bodyguard warned me. Quartermaster say, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Well, Rhaenyra, she finally get her ass out of bed and she tell her council and Daemon that she gonna fly into King's Landing with Daemon and her 3 riders as guards. Aemond gone, oh shit, hold on. I was cooking chicken, I forgot about it. So Aemond, he's gone, like Alicent promised. So now is the time, is what Rhaenyra tell everybody. And by the way, she says, Sir Lawrence, since he betrayed me, he still gotta die. I'm gonna be nice and let him choose his own death though. She in her bag now. Okay. They tried to warn her, this may be a trap. And she's like, if it is, so be it, right? So upon leaving, the white woman stopped her and like, hey, send for me, boo. Remember who been faithful to you. Daemon's face was like, but who she leaving with though? Who she leaving with though? So Daemon, like, he said to her, Seem you got a new friend. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, yeah, she's done much for me. And he's like, oh, she's done much for me and I don't need your approval. He's like, so I'm making this observation. Why was Rhaenyra walking like she was walking? Usually she kind of like statuesque. And she marched out the door like this. Like, why the fuck is she walking like that? Okay, she was all slouched over, like her bravado kicked in and she turned it up all the way. She was in gorilla mode and shit. Anywho, Hugh off, ready to ride. Now she said she was going with 3 fucking riders, but Adam ain't there. He's still out there with his daddy. And they still ain't checked on him at all. Ain't nobody brought Corlys to the castle, nothing. They just sitting out there on the beach side by their goddamn selves. I hope he say fuck Rhaenyra. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really hope he say. Because that's basically what she done did. She done said fuck him. Anyway, where we go? Alicent. She let Helena know in on the secret, and Helena's cool as long as she can take some chickens with her. Okay. Y'all know Rhaenyra kind of on the spectrum. I mean, I have Helena, she kind of on the spectrum a little bit. And her mind be thinking in ways that other people don't normally think, but the chickens might be good at shit. So anyway, they go find out who's in command. It's some dude named Sir Frederick. And she tell him, look her, you need to stand down. The queen has spoken. He like, I got standing orders to shoot anything that come through this gate that ain't Vagar. And Helena like, well, not on my watch. No beast shall go harm today. Okay. The king is fled. The prince, regent, he done left the building also. So Queen Helena is in charge. Now, Alicent say to him, look her, Rhaenyra is coming. We giving up the throne to her. Do you want to die in a ball of fire or live your days out in peace? Again, most soldiers, that's their whole purpose is to die for the crown. But what he gonna choose? Okay, we got a lot of choosing to be done here. Sir Frederick got to choose. The Gold Coast got to choose. Anyway, Aemond, he going out there with Vagar, and Cole sees him flying ahead. And he was like, hi ho, off to Harrenhall go. That's where they going. But for what? Because Aemond is there with Vagar, burning up everybody and everything. Ain't gonna be nobody left to fight by the time Cole and them get their ass there. Aemond dismounts and immediately gets to slicing and dicing. Okay, he get inside and Sir Simon is in there breaking bread, child. He ain't worried about nothing. Aemond is like, where's my uncle? Where is Daemon? Okay. So Simon is like, well, shit, we didn't expect you, so he ain't here. But he tells Simon to draw his fucking sword. Simon like, sword? Dude, I ain't had a sword in my hand in about 50 years. I ain't trying to fight you. Gotta be another way we can give you some type of satisfaction here. The army gone. We don't want to stop you. Well, Aemond said, well, you ain't finna stop this sword either. Sliced his ass right up in the belly. Right in the gut. Just killed Sir Simon for no fucking reason. That's the satisfaction he needs. Well, he got to kill Sir Simon's sons too to be fully satisfied. He take out one of the heads and stabs him in the back. Oh, he take out one of their heads and the other one stab him in the back. And then Aemond turns and cuts his head off to it, just like one fell swoop. Get down. And I'm like, ain't this a bitch? Then he realized the witch was coming inside. And then he realized, oh shit, I have been stabbed. I have been killed. He dropped to his knees, and all I kept screaming was, die, vermin, die, okay? He begs for her help. And I'm like, you better not fucking move. You don't bring the Lord of Light, the Lord of Dark, nobody in for this motherfucker. Anyway, Sir Frederick, he decided he was gonna stand down. Like Alicent or Helena commanded and Rhaenyra, was allowed to enter into the castle. Other than a few inside, she had no resistance. Okay. Alicent and Helena, they were already starting to flee the city. No, Daemon and Rhaenyra make it into the throne room with about 20 men. They was like, fuck it, we finna defend this shit, right? Daemon like, let's fucking go, okay? Even Rhaenyra took out her sword. They laughed at her shit though. She took out her sword, and then all of a sudden you hear like hundreds of feet coming into the room, surround them from behind. Daemon turned around like, oh, well, fuck it. Rhaenyra, get ready. He's still finna go out in a blaze of glory. You know, that's the one thing I can't say I like about Daemon open pedophile ass. Anywho, I already knew that these were the gold cloaks. You saw, not just by seeing their gold cloaks, but Alicent had already convinced them, you know. They had already made their decision as well. Hell, they were already loyalists to Daemon in the beginning. He is the one that started the gold cloaks. So he offered them an olive branch, throw down your swords or perish as traitors. That's what Largent said over to the other guys, you know what I'm saying? And Rhaenyra this is her throne. She's the true heir to the throne, right? So everybody started dropping their swords, but Thorn was standing there resisting. He like, the Prince Regent won't stand for this shit. Well, the Prince Regent ain't here. And unbeknownst to you, the Prince Regent ain't even standing his damn self. Okay. So the throne is now Rhaenyra's. She like, nah, not yet. Not until I get Aegon's head on a spike. So Daemon go to the quartermaster and like, where you at? Baby, he done ran away. Him, Clubfoot. And I remain a faithful servant to the throne as as she is the rightful heir, right? And Daemon is like, nah, somebody here got a roll for this one, and yours gonna be it. And the quartermaster's again like, damn, what the fuck did I do? So, but he said, cool. I got somebody for you. And I was like, who is he talking about? Cole? He gonna give up Ormond, Gawain? Because Alicent and Helena trying to flee the city, but everybody recognizing their faces, so they may not make it anyway. So Daemon is like, well, who you got? He brings in Sir Lorne. I forgot all about his rapey behind already, right? While they down in the cellars, the groundskeeper come in too with another gift. He like, apparently Lawrence left you a gift too. Okay, in the event that you came back. My thing is, why are you going into this cave with them without caution? Lawrence was not a friend. But I was like, well, who the hell is it? Daemon surely got a kick out of it. When he saw the face, he started laughing. I said, Otto. I said it got to be Otto, because I just asked last episode where the fuck Hightower was at. If that wasn't his head, and I didn't find out until the red comment section that wasn't Hightower's head, where the fuck did Otto go? Remember, he got captured at the end of last season, right? So, yeah, it had to be him. And I was like, did Alicent not know her daddy was a prisoner right underneath her feet? So they bring Sir Lorne in front of Ironrod, in front of Rhaenyra. And this motherfucker still like, bitch, you gonna hang for this or burn. And so she like, tell me again, who in your council is still alive? Right. And then David walked in with Otto. Rhaenyra looked stunned. I said, yeah, told you, that's him. And I'm thinking, girl, don't bitch up now. Don't bitch up now. No mercy. Show no fucking mercy, okay? This nigga been plotting on you since you was a child, okay? Nope. Otto was like, whatever, let's get the shit over with, right? Daemon tell her, people are watching. You can't be weak right now, okay? And she's like, I don't think I could do it. They're talking right in front of the people. I was like, girl, what you mean? She was like, I don't think I got the strength to do it. You don't have the strength mentally or physically, okay? You won't do it or you can't do it, okay? Otto was like, girl, if you just don't let Daemon do it. Okay. Daemon drew his sword. And Otto felt like a sense of relief, but then he turned to Rhaenyra and said, girl, if you don't take this fucking sword. I mean, he didn't say the words, but he implied it. So she grabbed him. He was still trying to get in her head with his words and everything. And she like, shut the fuck up. She hit that hook. Right between the third and the fourth vertebrae. Nothing happened with him screaming like, oh shit, why she do that? And then she had to open her eyes and hit him again, and the fucking head came off, right? I said, boy, when Alicent found out that her daddy dead. Woo, Rhaenyra didn't do the Theon. You know, he had to do some hacking. The guy got hacking, but, you know, too good wax, and his head was rolling. But when Daemon took off Sir Lawrence's head, It was quick and decisive, okay? Rhaenyra finally climbed the stairs, slowly, snot dripping all down her nose and shit, looking like Viola Davis on fences. And she put the come up there on the throne. And I was wondering, where's her crown? They brought it, the white woman gave it to her. Where's her crown? And then you hear somebody yell from behind, clear the way. She stepped aside, and here comes Alicent and Helena. They didn't escape after all. I told y'all, everybody started recognizing their ass. Alicent looked down like, I know that ain't my damn daddy head. I know that ain't my damn daddy. Hey, your daddy wasn't part of this deal, honey. Deal with it. You're lucky your fucking son's still alive. Because don't nobody know where he at. Crazy thing is, they finna head over to Red Hook, where Cole is at. Cole heading over to Harrenhall, where Aemond was at. Everybody gonna be in places they ain't supposed to be. And ain't nobody at the same damn time. Well, this is it, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Sorry about this being so late. Peace.